Hi guys, Scapegoat Stephen back with another video. As you can tell, I've been on a bit of a high command binge at the moment, so I've got another look over the Winds of War and location cards, this time from the Hordes High Command base set. So as with the War Machine one, we'll start with the location cards first. Just give these a quick rundown, and I hope I don't mangle any of the pronunciations. So we've got the Bloodsmith March. That was a good start, wasn't it? The Bloodsmith Marsh, which discards for 2/2, worth 4 VPs, and when you discard this card of resources, you can draw a card. Quite nice. You've got the Crail Valley for 3/2, worth 4 VPs, and when you capture this location, you can move one friendly warrior card at this location to your discard pile instead of your occupying forces pile. We have the Glimmerwood, which discards for 2/3, worth 4 VPs, and when you capture this location, you can move one friendly war beast card to your discard pile. We have Skull Fourth Lake, which is a 4/0, worth 5 VPs, and when you capture this location, you can shuffle one warrior card from your discard pile into your deck. The Thornwood Forest, which is a 0/4, worth 5 VPs, and when you capture this location, you can shuffle one war beast card from your discard pile into your deck. We've got a 3/3 from the Broken Coast, which is worth 5 VPs, and when you capture this location, you can move one card from your discard pile to your occupying forces pile. We've got Mount Shyleth Breen, which is a 3/3, captures for 5 VPs, and when you capture it, you can shuffle one resource card from your discard pile into your deck. We have the Stormlands, which are a 3/3, which are worth 5 VPs, and you can discard this card to refresh all cards in your reserves instead of discarding for each one. It's Dragon's Tongue River for a 4/4 for 5 VPs, and in order to discard this card for resources, you must discard a card. We're on to the faction specific, so we've got a 2/2 Abyssal Fortress, which is worth 6 VPs or 7 if you are Scorn. We have the Gnarls, 2/2, 6 VPs or 7 if you're Trolls. Wormwall Mountains, which is a 2/2, worth 6 VPs or 7 if you're Circle. And then we have the Castle of Keys, which is a 2/2, worth 7 if you're Legion, 6 if you're anyone else. We have the Bloodstone Marshes, all marches even, which is worth 2/2, worth 6 victory points. When you discard this card for resources, you can discard one card to draw a card. Interesting one. And the Alchir Subcontinent for a 1/1, worth 7 VPs with nothing extra. So again, fairly generic base set of locations as with the War Machine set. So we're into the Winds of War now. So you got an early, you got a Commandeer Shipment. Deploy or purchase of all cards is decreased by 1 war. An appropriation, so it's the first card you purchase decreased by 2 command or 2 war. A second appropriation, a fresh recruits, +1 health to warrior models, and a no bonuses. An escalation, at the start of your turn this round, draw a card. And a second one, and another fresh recruits in mid. An inclement weather, which is the discard a card in addition to paying the deploy or rush cost. A Commandeer Shipment, so the deploy or purchase cost of all cards is decreased by 1 war. And then we're into late with 2 Desperate Measures, which allow you to bank any number of cards. 2 Final Offensives, which are draw 2 cards at the start of your turn. And again, a Day of Reckoning. Basically, if you have two more cards than anyone else at the location, you capture it, then everything is destroyed. So much like with the War Machine one, it's a very almost generic set of options that you're given. Again, good for the base game. I think, as you'll see in the next video, the Faith and Fortune I think is blown it all out of the water. I think it's got a much better Winds of War and location deck. That said, again, I think if you're perhaps wanting to run maybe beast heavy, maybe the standard horde sets might be worth it. I'm not sure on the Winds of War, to be honest. Locations maybe, but again, I think you can get a lot better certain builds out of, say, Invasion of Sul or Castle of the Keys, or even the standard Faith and Fortune sets. So thank you for watching. That's been a video about the Hordes High Command Winds of War and location decks. I've been Scapegoat Stephen. Thank you for watching.